So I wanted to do a February favorites because March 1st is tomorrow. Or, yeah, technically, yeah, tomorrow because it's almost midnight. Um, and my birthday is March 1st. Woohoo! I'm excited. But I want to do a quick monthly favorites because it's been a while since I did one and I'm not even sure which time I did one last. So I just thought I'd do another one. And I guess I'll start with base stuff. One thing that's a rediscoverment that I bought quite a while ago based off of a few different gurus' recommendation is the Age Rewind from Maybelline, both the Eraser Treatment Makeup and the Eraser Dark Circles. So this one is in 30 medium. And these are the ones with the little brush on top, which is supposed to be like antibacterial proof. It's not supposed to cause breakouts. Micro corrector applicator. And this one is in pure beige. The reason I didn't like these before was mostly because they were too dark for me. But now I've tanned a little bit, and so I can use them. And I like them. I feel like they don't last as long and have a tendency of looking too shiny, but I like them. It's just that's the downside. So I feel like I have blotting sheets somewhere and I'm going to find them just because I feel like that would be the only thing that would make these perfect is using my blotter sheets. But also I think it might be, instead of using my normal Makeup Forever setting spray because it's white, and even though those are closer to my normal skin tone to make my face mostly match my body, I've been using one of my other favorites, which is Dior. And this is the Honey Matte Bronzer. So Matte Sunshine SPF 20 Water Resistant Honey Matte 002 Bronzer. Which looks like this. I mean, it's the lighter color. It's pretty worn. And I use this to set my makeup. So I think this doesn't have as well of a shine blocker for me. And I use a shine stopping lotion, then I use primer, then I use foundation, then I use a powder to set it, and I still end up getting breakthrough oil, which I'm curious how it's going to start doing it for summer, because if it's winter and I'm getting shiny, it's going to be really bad in the summer. But it's still a favorite. I would say cheeks. I don't have a real favorite like that I've been using continuously or every day. I haven't been using the same one. I still love the Marilyn Monroe, the Perfect Cheek. I've been using Pursue Your Passion, which is a little one that came in probably the nude kit or one of the kits from the Glamour. The Christmas collections. This was the one from Nordstrom, but it's just a neutral suntan kind of look, so that's why I've been liking it. But my favorite new one that I purchased that I really like is from the Archie's Girl collection in Flatter Me. So this is the one that's peachy, and then it's got like these coral hearts, and it's the one that most looks like a blush when you put it on. And I think it's cute, the packaging. And I think the shade is just shimmery enough to add a glow without being too shiny. And I really like that one. Yeah, that's really, there's so many that I used, but yet nothing like really consistently. Closest would be the Pursue My Passion, or yeah, Pursue Your Passion. That's the closest to the one because it's just a neutral, so I've been wearing it a lot. I have a ton of eye products, so I will start with eyeshadows. I made my own little neutral MAC palette because it's just an easy thing. Oh my god! One of them just flung out. The heck? Where are you? That's gonna take me off. Oh, there it is. I found it. Bugger. You get back in there, you naughty, naughty little eyeshadow. Okay, so I will not fling it, but they are just neutrals. So this is to create like my perfect MAC neutral eye. Oof. And I use the white, which is Crystal Avalanche. I use that in my inner corner, and then I use Naked Lunch all over my eye, then Cork in the crease to help deepen it, and then I'll use Handwritten both under my lower eyelashes and also to deepen my crease just a little bit more on the outside. So that's kind of my perfect neutral eye to go with either a winged liner or just something a little more neutral, like brown or something. And today I did kind of a neutral look, but I just used Woodwink. I had a funeral to go to, and I didn't want too much makeup on because I'm a crier, and it was a little hard, so I didn't want to wear anything too much, and I don't even have eyelashes on, which is weird for me. Lately I haven't been able to wear them, but we'll get into that. So, and then my Naked 2 palette. I've just been like reusing this more and more. If I'm looking for like a smoky eye, I've been using this one. I'll use, let's see, for a more neutral cool eye, I use Verve and Pistol. This one's Verve, this one's Pistol, and then Blackout, which is way over here. And then for a more warm tone eye, see, I used Half Baked or Suspect. Like Half Baked is the gold. Suspect is kind of this lighter brown. I've also used, obviously, Snakebite, but that's a little bit darker. And then I use Busted, which is the deep brown. And then I sometimes use the Blackout still. And I use this for the black because it's, once you get it dirty with black, it's so hard to use it on any other color. And then I use this to blend out any of the black. So they look a little dirty. And when I washed my brushes just like last week, I forgot about this because it was in my palette. So I'm just going to be honest. Another thing is, let's see here, the Oz palettes from Urban Decay. I got these and I love them. My favorite one in Glenda's is Illusion. It's this peachy tone here. And this is another one that I used to create a neutral eye look. And it's the only one I've actually used in here. I do like, let's see here, I'll just show you guys. South. I really love that color. I just haven't used it yet. It's showing up like super different. It's actually like a brownish gray, a really light brownish gray. That's a little bit better. It's still showing up really warm. And it's not. It's not warm. So those look really gorgeous. And I do like the two-parter one here, which has like, if you can tell, like a really white tone and then a golden tone. But I haven't used it yet. So this one I haven't gotten as much use out of, just because I only usually use Illusion. But on the one that is Theodora's, it's much more neutral. So I use, woo, it's not fun popping these out. Should memorize the names. Broken, which is a peachy color. I use that in the inner corner. It's much more of a natural inner corner than to use a white, like my favorite one. And then I use Beware, as like, it's a medium brown, so I use that in my crease again to darken. And then I use West, which is more of a lighter shimmery brown than anything like Handwritten, so this creates more of a subtle sheen, and I use this again to darken the crease a little bit and under my bottom lashes. I really like the greens in here, which at first I didn't understand why they put green, but I think she turns into the Wicked Witch of the West. I want to know how that happens. I'm so excited for this movie. But it's called Jealous, which I guess would make sense. But it's like greens, and if she turns into the Wicked Witch is green. So I was like, maybe that's why it's in here. But I really like it. And these came with like instructions of how to recreate the looks and stuff, which was really cool. And they actually lead to one of my favorite lip products, but I'll wait 1 second on that. So my favorite eyeliner, I just bought a new one. Where the heck did it go? Oh, it's just kind of blended in. It's the Physicians Formula Eye Booster 2-in-1 Lash Boosting Eyeliner and Serum in Ultra Black. And it's the super duper thin one. Like, I'll just do a line. Like, look how tiny that is. Yeah. And you can, like, make a little bit thicker lines, thinner lines. But I like this one a lot for making a very precise line. And I lost it. Like, I just bought one and I lost it. So I'm like, crap, gotta go buy one. These are like $10. I mean, that's drugstore, a little expensive, but it's worth it to me. I don't know if it really boosts eyelashes, but I like the form of it and the formula. And another favorite, which funny enough I wasn't sure it'd be in this video because it's the Revlon Precision Lash Adhesive, and I actually just picked up the dark version, which is, it dries black. Actually, it's black when it comes out, so real quick I'll show you that. That blob there is glue. So that's great with dark liner. I really don't wear false eyelashes, like eyelash strips with my, I don't wear eyelash strips with lighter liner. Like if I'm doing a brown or a more neutral liner, I tend to use those individual lashes because the glue is clear, the lashes themselves are dark, but I put on black mascara usually. And so this is perfect for strips because I use them over black liner anyways. But I bought 2 tubes of this. Well, I've bought in quite a few tubes over time, but lately this winter I couldn't figure out why my tube was dried out. Like all the time. It's like every time I got a tube, it was like I'd go to use it for the second time and it was dried out. And I figured out it was from the cold. Like if I left it in my car in a makeup bag, it got cold, it dried out. I'm like, oh, well, okay, good to know. Won't do that. I bought 2 and they were already dried out when I opened the packaging. So like I took them from Walmart home and opened them up and they were dry. Like I think it's from shipping them. They get too cold all of a sudden and then who knows. But this one is the first one I picked up that didn't do that. So I'm very happy. I was thinking of picking up another clear one, but then I was like, I don't want the same thing. And I actually bought this in a different Walmart than mine. But it's still Wisconsin, so it was still cold. So I don't know what's going on there. Mascara, I rediscovered my Maybelline 1x1. It's just, it's a lot more dried out, but it's more of a lengthening now. So it separates, but it does a really good job lengthening. As well as, today I used, oh, there it is. It's still laying here. L'Oreal Telescopic Clean Definition. And this brush is this one, the really long one. I used that because I knew I wasn't wearing false eyelashes, so I wanted my lashes to look as long as possible. And then I did a layer of Maybelline's Rocket, which is a volume one. Like if I use it on just my lashes, they look so short and stubby. But if I use lots of coats of lengthening and then a volumizing, it makes them look like long and full. Anywho. Let's see here. I guess lips would be the next logical one. I have been really liking this one. I picked it up again today. It's the Maybelline Brights Vivid Rose, or Vivids. Maybe it's not Brights, it's Vivids. Not sure. I think it's just Brights, but it's just a bright rose. I'm wearing it, but I bought a tube, wore it once, left it in a jeans pocket, and even though I try to check my laundry when I put it in, I must have missed it because it wrecked my winter coat. It wrecked a dress that I'd worn once, shorts that I'd worn once, like brand new ones. So, yeah, that was not fun. Anywho, but I went and picked up another tube, even though I could have just said, hey, maybe this is bad luck. Maybe I'll swatch it on my hand, too. Might as well. And swatch an eyeliner. And it's just a great formula because it's creamy and rich, and it's a really good color. And then I also, my favorite new product that I discovered from those palettes is the Urban Decay Supersaturated High Gloss Lip Color. And I have it from the two palettes, so it's in Glenda and Theodora. Glenda is a very neutral, kind of a brownie nude, but mostly just a neutral nude. So you can see it there. And I like this. It's just an easy like throw on and look like you're wearing something without being too much. It's not quite a My Lips But Better color, but it's like I'm wearing a neutral to go with my whole thing. And then this one is my so favorite. Like, oh, I'm so sad because when this runs out, I might cry. Theodora is this gorgeous red, and you can tell there's a difference in size for these pencils. So I've sharpened this one already. Like, you have to sharpen these. Like, it's just a very rich, gorgeous, gorgeous red, and it's so shiny, and it lasts really well because it's more sticky. So if you really hate sticky, I wouldn't recommend it. But the sad thing is when you sharpen them, you lose so much product. Like, I happened to open my sharpener to empty it, and there's just this big gob where it was red. And that's really depressing. And I looked up the pencils. They are about $21 a piece. And then you have to, they don't quite have a red like this. It's a different kind of shade of red. This is a newer color for a different, my hair's kind of falling out, but I'm half thinking, my one friend has a birthday coming up, and I was half debating getting her this palette, because I think she's not huge into makeup, but I think she could find ways to use this because it's a pretty neutral palette. And getting her this and just stealing the pen out of it because she would totally understand, I think. Plus, it's like $50, so I'd be spending $50 getting the pencil, which is usually $21, and spending about $30 for my friend. Oh, and this came with the Zero pencil, which I don't love, but I don't hate. I haven't been using pencils on the inside of my eyes because they mess with my contacts lately. This is going to be a really long video again. Okay, so that's lips. And, I guess perfume, real quick. My favorite new perfume is Ed Hardy's Villain. I still like a lot of my other stuff, like La Fleur, Juicy La Fleur. I got Juicy Couture's Juicy, right? Yeah, I just got that one. That one up there. And I like that. It's definitely a summer smell to me, but I've been using it just after the shower, and I feel like more summery and happy. But this one definitely smells sweet. Like, somebody said it smells like a sophisticated cotton candy or something. But I love the advertisement for it, and it's got a mermaid on it. And I like the smell, and they had it at Walmart for like $25, so I picked up just a little bottle to add to my collection. And it's great for traveling because it's a lot smaller than my other bottles are. This is a random one. Deodorant. I used Equate, or not Equate, like the value brand from Walmart. And the thing about these is they run out so quick because they're 1.6 ounces. That's not a lot, especially when it's a soft deodorant. But this is Secret's Clinical Strength in Stress Sweat Protection in Ooh La La Lavender Scent. Advanced Solid, blah, 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 blah. So it's like a lavender scented one, so it smells good, but I just feel like this is really good. I don't, like, when I feel like I should be sweaty, like, when I feel sweaty and gross everywhere else, my underarms feel fine. I'm like, if only you could create a body spray of this and make it, like, feel okay on the body, because otherwise you feel like those deodorant sprays, you can't touch yourself because you just feel, like, gross and filmy, I guess. I love this for top coat. It's the Revlon Colorstay top coat. The Walmart I was in that I picked up the nail polish, or this nail polish plus the eyeliner and the glue, had Sesha Vite, which I've heard this compared to, but I still ended up picking up this because first of all it's cheaper, and I've heard this like is longer lasting, Like the Sèche Vite and this both have a very shiny finish, but this actually lasts longer, which is amazing to me that they made something that competitively correct compared to $8 or something for the Sèche Vite. And then my favorite piece of jewelry I have right now is my rose gold Betsey Johnson watch. So if you can see, it's got like a little heart and like funky letters and little diamondy things. But I just love rose gold, and I finally found a rose gold watch, and it wasn't super expensive, but somebody bought it for me, so that was nice. So I really, really love that one. And very last thing should probably be my Sally Hansen Airbrush Legs in Medium Glow, and this is the leg makeup, and it's water resistant. I got 3 big bruises on my legs, and one was a little faded, one was extremely dark, and the other one was like midway. This covered up the light one, mostly hid the medium one, and the dark one was just like, haha, no, not going anywhere. So it covers up very mild imperfections, and I like it for that. Plus, now that I'm tanner, it doesn't look like, oh, tan legs, pale everywhere else. So I like this product, and they just came out with it in lotion, and I've not tried it, not really heard much for reviews on it, but I like this stuff. So I think it's great for like if you're going out or if you are like in a wedding. Sorry, heartburn. So yeah, I think that's everything. I hope you guys are having a great start to your year. I mean, we're getting in there now. Oh, 2 months in, great. Just seems like time flies when you don't want it to be. I'm turning 24 Friday, March 1st, and I'm having like that quarter life crisis going on right now, and I'm like, you know, not quite graduated yet. I'm planning on next December, so I have a plan. It's just kind of that part where you're like, life isn't where you thought it'd be right now. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will talk to you all later. Bye. Oop, if I can find the stop button. Okay. Bye.